This is so weird. Alright, so I'm not normally one to do videos like this. I don't normally do the whole up-to-date videos on current events in gaming, I don't know. But aside from reactions, but this has given me such a mixed feeling. The Game Awards, I think we can all agree that the Game Awards are batshit insane. The Game Awards are so weird because of how much there is to, of just the weird choices. And Player's Voice specifically made me want to make this video because, my god, it is so weird on what all these nominees are and what's made it past the rounds. But let's first go into the actual full categories now, because we have all these different nominees for Game of the Year and whatnot, and they're just so weird to me. I'll go from best esports team upwards just for convenience sakes. Also, some reason it's not counting my votes. I have voted 3 times on the full thing, and it did not. It still won't save. I don't know why, but I think as far as for best esports stuff, I think no one's gonna care about that much. And best esports athlete, who cares? Esports game is also weird because it's pretty much the same stuff every year. But I'm not voting on this. Okay, here's something that I think I really need to talk more about. It's Content Creator of the Year. Now, this is just me, but I have not watched any of these people. I have heard of Queso because of my friends. Everyone else I have never literally watched or heard of. I have not seen anything. And also, I'm pretty certain that these are all streamers. Which at that point, why call it the Content Creator and not Streamer of the Year? I say this because I don't think I've seen anyone make an actual video before. As far as the whole content creators of the past, I haven't seen a single actual fully edited video of them. They're all streamers and they don't edit their own videos. And it's just so wacky to me how this always happens with, the whole Content Creator of the Year. The only time I had ever actually watched someone's content, a nominee, was Iron Mouse. Which even then, I don't really watch her much nowadays. I don't watch her streams. I'm not really a streamer person. I don't like to watch streams that much. Most anticipated game. I think this is also pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb and it's pretty bullshit because you have 5 nominees and one of them is gonna obviously win. It's so obvious that GTA 6 is going to win. Everyone has literally been talking about the game. I don't think there's not a single person who's going to not vote for GTA 6, or I don't think there's any scenario where GTA 6 is going to win. It's going to not win. Now for me, you know me. I'm Metroid. I'm a Metroid person. That's just my thing. As far as Death Stranding 2, which it's Kojima, so it might be biased. Out of these 5 games, I think only 2 have had their gameplay shown off, and that's Metroid Prime 4 and obviously Monster Hunter Wilds. Honestly, I would gladly root for Monster Hunter Wilds being, winning, because they've actually shown off stuff. GTA 6, they've only shown a trailer. That's it. It's there wasn't any gameplay. It was just a teaser at that point. Who knows? Best adaptation. I have a very strong feeling that Arcane is gonna win. I've seen people talk about it, but for me, I've only seen Knuckles. I've only seen Knuckles, and that's where my thing goes. Best multiplayer. This is I don't know. I'm just gonna put Mario Party. I'm gonna I'm gonna come back to this later. Don't worry. Best sports race. I'm just gonna skip this one. All right, later is now. Best family game. What the hell is this? Out of these 5 nominees, only one is multiplayer, which I know shouldn't count, but the fact that I don't know, it's like whenever I personally think of family game, I think of a game you can play with family, or one that you can easily enjoy with family, just even if it's single player. And only My Party Jamboree really fits that. I think Astro Bot is good for those who want to like experience the history of PlayStation and like and like have family like see and notice it, but it's gotta be like it's the only one you can play with family. Like that's my vote. Best fighting. This is also very very weird because from Multiverses released last year, but I guess that was in beta, and now it's fully out. And then the fighting collection. Why the fighting collection? Like this just feels like they were running out of space. But I'm gonna vote Sparking Zero because of Arctic Bite and XJ. Best RPG. All right, I think we can all agree with this. Even if you do like Elden Ring, and I've seen people like Elden Ring, I personally haven't played Elden Ring, and I personally don't really want to. I don't want to, but if you like it, good for you. But the fact that this is the only DLC in this whole nominees, like in every category, there's only one DLC, and it's Elden Ring. The thing is that this isn't like Xenoblade 2, because with this game you have to buy the main game in order to play the DLC. Xenoblade did do that, however, I'm just saying, DLC is separate. But yeah, like it's so weird how they're counting a whole DLC as a nomination, and worse, it's a nominee for Game of the Year. I'm gonna personally vote Like a Dragon because Yakuza is nice. I really like Yakuza, and that's my vote. Best action adventure, but I'm voting Astro Bot because it's nice. I like it. Best action game. Remind me why. I'm gonna vote for Stellar Blade because that's one that I actually want to get into. VR, shooting Batman. Best mobile game. That's okay. No, let's just go with this. It's fucking ZZZ. Like I don't think I really want to talk about Genshin later, but I'll get there. Debut Indie. I'm voting for Well. Community support. I'll only vote for it because that's the only one I've actually played. Games for Impact. I do want to play Zao. Audio design, Astro Bot. Score and music. I'll do Stellar Blade. Art direction, metaphor. All right. I currently just skipped ahead and. Hey, what's the difference here? What's the difference between Game of the Year and Best Game Direction? That's right, there is none. So I'm just gonna go with Best Game of the Year. This is all very weird to me. It's all very weird to me because, for one, you have one of the best PlayStation games in years. I haven't even played it. I want to play it, and this is gonna be my vote. A card game that I've never heard of. I've never heard of Balatro. I personally don't care. I know it's a roguelike, but how far does that get you? Like how far does a card game roguelike get you? I don't know what the fuck is about Wukong. All I know is that it has some monkey dude, and like I want this. This game just looks bad. I never played it. I never I never played it. I've seen it a lot, and it does not look good to me. It does uh, DLC should DLC should not be Game of the Year, and I don't care about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that much because why is there I don't know it just seems it seems weird to have what's pretty much a remake as Game of the Year. And don't don't tell me that this is a new Ultra take and it's a reboot. It follows the same story. Let's be real. It follows the same story. I've seen clips of it. I've seen the gameplay. I've seen how everything is. It's literally just the original game, but now it takes 7+ years to make. And Metaphor. I do kind of want to play it, but it's not by much, so I'm choosing Astro Bot. Alright. Here we have player's voice. And my god, I think this really shows how much the Game Awards are. It feels like right now the Game Awards are trying to be like the Emmys. They're trying so hard to fit in, to be a part of the film industry and of the movies and all of the more popular media. Because I'm noticing a very an extreme lack of colors and childlike energy from all of these. I don't think there's a single E10 E-rated game on here. I think what hurts I think what hurts the most about me for this is the fact that there's no Astro Bot. Now there were several nominees. Actually, hang on. Okay, so I found someone else's votes. So take this with a grain of salt, if you will. But these were all of the nominations for the player's voice. So again, there was Astro Bot, Velatro, which can I just say it's very weird how they added Game of the Year stuff, which I get why they would, but it just seems very odd. Give it a chance. I don't know. Dragon Age, Dragon Ball, Dragon Dojo, Elden Ring. Another Final Fantasy game, apparently. Fortnite, Genshin, Helldivers, League of Legends, Yakuza, Metaphor, No Man's Sky, Persona 3, Hellblade, Atomic Rush, Survey, Within Waves, Valorant, Warframe. This is a big thing. This, I think that all of these, it really shows how much I think gamers hate colors. Again, that's a very bold thing to say, but let's just go through this. First of all, there should be no nominees for ongoing games that have been games for years. Like I said, Genshin Impact, it should not be on here. Now, ZZ, I think people should give a more honest pass to ZZZ. Now granted, I have already played the game. I played it a lot. It's like an A rank game of it's like an A rank tier for me. But let's be real, this game is way better than Genshin. Genshin has a lot more of a legacy, obviously, because it's been out for fucking years at this point. But it's still so weird. Why is it here? Why is Genshin here? Despite it being out for several years. Same thing with the DLC. Again, why should DLC be a player's voice? It's funny because not even Cyclodor is on here, and also going back to the to the other nominations, there is not a single like Nintendo remake, or at least like any of that energy. There's no Mario and Luigi. There's no Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door remake, which people loved. I've seen people stream it and they love the game. There's no Mario versus Donkey Kong remake. There's no Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and also there's no Buckshot Roulette either, which is also kind of weird to me. But yeah, there's so many games that have that I feel like have a lot more wonder and more personality than these games. Like, I think the only things close would be ZZZ and Metaphor and Celebrate. And it's just so weird. It's just so weird how these are currently all of the nominations. And also, for the record, this isn't me being butthurt about my nominations not getting a vote, like, you know, Sonic Crush Shadow Generations and, you know, P3 Reload, even though I haven't played P3 Reload at all. But like, something's off. Something feels off about these nominations and everything just being off for the choices. Now for me, I voted for, let's see, there's 10, so for me, I voted for Astro Bot, Sport King Zero, because of my friend Arctic Bite and XJ. I voted for Helldivers 2 because of a friend, I think. Yakuza. P3 Reload, even though I haven't played it. Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. Stellar Blade. ZZZ. And I think I used the other two for, like, for Fortnite and I think Balatro, but I don't know. I don't remember that much, honestly. Wait, I can just look. Okay, so I voted for. So for me, I voted for Astro Bot, Sparking Zero. Oh, there was Zelda on here. I didn't even realize that Zelda was on here. Was Zelda on here? I didn't notice that. Like a Dragon, Metaphor, Persona 3 Reload, Sonic Shadow, Celebrate GZ, and Power World, which I know people are gonna be pissed that I am part of the problem, but as someone who hates Pokemon, and as someone who wishes that Pokemon will, and as someone who hopes that Pokemon will get their shit together, the fact that Scarlet and Violet, or as I call it, Scars and Violence, are on a same glitchy mess as Sonic 06 and Sonic Boom, it's not acceptable. But yeah, like, just like all of these are just so weird. That's the thing that's been going on a lot, is that the Game Awards are so weird for the rules they've placed, and what shocks me the most is that this wouldn't be my personal issue or my personal problem if this was for any other category. If there were nominees for, you know, everything else, you know, Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Narrative, Indie Game, Ongoing Game, which again, like, ongoing game, it's like, why isn't DLC or remakes just in that? Or like, you know, like, or just why isn't there a whole remake or DLC like category at this point? Just make a DLC and a remake nomination category. It's that easy. You'll be buying more trophies, using more resources, but people would actually be happy about that. And I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch the Game Awards this year. But again, like I said, I wouldn't be so mad if it weren't for Player's Voice. Player's Voice is all about the people voting, which which I think makes this worse. Because, for the other categories, it's all based on reviewers, resources, and it's not entirely the people's votes that go into it. It's actual, like, higher developers and, like, it's like there's basically a whole council that decides which is going to be voted or winning that thing. But here, it's all players' voice. These are all people who have these are all people who have played these games and voted for them. And it's sad when you realize that not many of these games are like good, honestly. Pretty much pretty much every game on here, besides ZZZ, I have now played. I've only played ZZZ out of all these, but it's still wrong. Like, you would really think that Astro Bot, a game that's very charming, a game that kind of makes you feel good inside, a game that makes you appreciate gaming a lot more, especially for Sony, because Sony's whole stuff has been weird lately, especially with their PS5 Pro at $800 and whatnot. But it's the fact that so many people have voted not for Astro Bot. And all these other games, it hurts. It hurts because it really does just make me. It really does just make me think. Do people like being miserable playing these games? Most of these games, from what I've heard, are kind of tough, and they make you like upset and rage a little bit. Especially with Elden Ring's case, and with Helldivers being online based, Genshin is Genshin. I don't like how this is caught with her breast hanging out a little bit. I don't like this. Like, it's just so weird to me. It's so weird to me, and it's heartbreaking a little bit. Well, I'm gonna vote for ZZZ, for Saturday and Metaphor, and then just for shits and giggles of a Power Word, because actually no, I'll do Helldivers too. Those are my votes. I'm doing those ones. I don't want to, but those are my votes. But as far as my whole Game of the Years, it's none of these. Honestly, I think my personal one was Hi-Fi Rush, which obviously did not release this year, but it was ported this year to the PS5. But it's so weird. Anyways, if you want to, you can comment down below what your personal favorite Game of the Year was, and maybe even like and subscribe if you want to. I think that would be nice. I would appreciate that. And now I'm gonna not do this. I'm gonna play like an actual game that I like.